हेलो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, आज हम पढ़ेंगे आपकी क्लास 7 की साइंस की बुक से चैप्टर नंबर 9 रिप्रोडक्शन इन प्लांट्स। यानी कि किस तरीके से जो प्लांट्स हैं वो रिप्रोड्यूस करते हैं। रिप्रोड्यूस का मतलब क्या होता है? पेरेंट टू जनरेशन, मीन्स पेरेंट से जब जनरेशन का फॉर्मेशन होता है तो उसे हम कहते हैं रिप्रोडक्शन। तो आइए हम स्टार्ट करते हैं आपका ये नया चैप्टर। All living things reproduce to give rise to young ones, called multiplication. Plants reproduce by different methods. Some plants reproduce by producing young plants from buds in their roots and stems or leaves, and by many other ways. Some plants reproduce by producing seeds. यानी कि जो कुछ प्लांट होते हैं वो सीड्स का जब फॉर्मेशन करते हैं उसके थ्रू वो रिप्रोड्यूस करते हैं। These seeds are produced in fruits. Seeds after some time gives rise to seedlings and seedlings to plants and trees. Even a big banyan or peepal tree is formed from a small seed. Let us study the multiplication in plants. Reproduction. The process by which new individuals are produced from their parents is known as reproduction. Highlight these lines. It is one of the most important characteristics of the living beings. Two basic objectives of reproduction are continuity of a species and its preservation. Increase in the number of population of a species. Model of reproduction. Asexual and sexual. These both are type of reproduction. In asexual reproduction, fission के फिर से दो टाइप हो गए हैं, बाइनरी फिजन एंड मल्टीपल फिजन। देन बडिंग, फ्रेगमेंटेशन, स्पोर फॉर्मेशन, वेजिटेटिव प्रोपगेशन एंड सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन आर डिफरेंट। Asexual reproduction in plants. The process of reproduction in which only one part is involved and no sex cells are involved is known as asexual mode of reproduction. Plants are produced without use of seeds. It has following characteristics. Only one parent is involved. No sex cells are involved. The individuals produced are all alike. The reproduction rate is faster. Various types of asexual reproduction are given below. Budding. Number 1. The process of reproduction by the formation of a small bud-like projection from the body is called budding. Budding is in unicellular organisms, the nucleus of the parent cell divides into two. One of the nucleus moves into the projections. The bud thus formed can detach from the parent or mother and can exist independently. Also, a chain of buds can be formed from it if it is not detached from the mother cell as yeast cell. Budding in multicellular organisms. The body wall gives out a small bulge and protuberance like pimple, and then it gradually enlarges. The bud after detachment from the mother body can lead an independent life as hydra, an aquatic animal. This is the reproduction by budding in hydra. This is nucleus and cell wall, and inner side is called cell membrane. Then साइटोप्लाज्म एंड न्यूक्लियस डिवाइड, न्यूक्लियस डिवाइड होकर के एक बडिंग हो रही है, तब इसे नया फॉर्मेशन कह रहे हैं। देन यीस्ट सेल के अकॉर्डिंग पेरेंट सेल डिफरेंट एंड डॉटर सेल डिफरेंट, यानी कि दोनों जो है डिटैच होने के बाद में अलग अलग हो जाती है। पेरेंट सेल कुछ इस तरीके की दिखती है हमें, एंड डॉटर सेल्स दीज आर। ये है प्रोसीजर इन हाइड्रा। ये आपको छोटा सा पिंपल लाइक दिख रहा होगा, देन ये थोड़ा बड़ा होगा, फिर उसके बाद में ये डिटैच हो जाएगा। रिप्रोडक्शन बाय बडिंग. Yeast is used for fermenting dough. The fermented dough is used for making bread, dough, cake, jalebi. Fermented dough is soft and spongy. Fragmentation. Fragmentation is the process when a mature organisms like Spirogyra and filament alga breaks up on its own into small pieces, fragments. Each of these pieces or fragments can lead an independent life like new individuals. The fragments grow into adult filaments. Spore formation in lower plants. During unfavorable climatic conditions such as heat or dryness, scarcity of water, food, etc., the lower plants like bacteria, mucor, fungus, algae, and moss produce heat-resistant reproductive structures called spores. Their number is variable. Reproduction by spore formation is called sporulation. Algal cells may produce 8 or more cells per cell, which remain inside the parent cell till the favorable conditions arrive in rainy season. फ्रेगमेंटेशन इज इन स्पायरोगायरा एंड एल्गा. इस तरीके से जो है फ्रेगमेंटेशन होगा. ये इसका न्यूक्लियस है, ये यहां से जो है दो पार्ट्स के अंदर डिवाइड हो जाएगा. ये स्पाइरल इसका क्लोरोप्लास्ट है. स्पोर फॉर्मेशन इन फंगस. दीज आर स्पोर जो टिप्स के ऊपर लगे हुए होते हैं. ये इसे हम कहते हैं फंगी के अंदर हाइफी, या इस पूरे को एक मिलाकर के क्या कहेंगे जब ये नेट बना लेगा खुद का, तो इसे हम कहेंगे माइसीलियम. And these are sporangium, developing sporangium. Spores are resting stage. Each spore is covered by a hard protective coat to withstand unfavorable conditions such as high temperature and low humidity. On arrival of favorable conditions, the spores germinate into new individuals. Newest. Vegetative propagation in higher plants. Vegetative propagation is the process of producing new leaflet by the use of vegetative parts of a plant like roots, stems, and leaves. It can be done by the following methods. Vegetative propagation. Natural methods by the use of roots, stem, and leaves. And artificial methods by cutting, layering, grafting, and tissue culture. Vegetative propagation by natural methods. Yeah, natural propagation. Vegetative propagation by natural methods means multiplication of plant without the involvement of human. Vegetative propagation by roots. The roots of some plants bear a special type of buds called adventitious buds. These buds give rise to leafy shoots, tuft of leaves at some distance away from the parent plant on the ground above and below from adventitious roots. New plantlets are thus formed which when planted form new plants such as in guava, sweet potato, shakarkandi, mint, pudina, and dahlia, etc. This is the vegetative propagation in mint. इस तरीके से. Vegetative propagation by stem. The stem of certain plants are very efficient means of propagation such as subaerial stems like runners, suckers, and stolons. For example, common grass, doob grass, strawberry, mint, chrysanthemum, and water hyacinth. Runners are side shoots stems growing from parent mother plant. They have buds that grow into new plantlets and then the runner die as strawberry. Underground stems like tuber, bulb, rhizome, and corn. Tubers are underground stems. They are oval and round-shaped structures storing food starch as potato. Potato tubers have scaly leaves bearing the buds in their axils, which are called eyes. They develop into aerial shoots. They can be seen during rainy season in the potatoes stored at your home. Bulb is bulb-shaped structure made up of scaly leaves that store food such as an onion, garlic, and lily. These bulbs have buds inside them that give rise to leafy shoot. You might have seen onion and garlic bulbs germinating at your house when stored during rainy season. Rhizome is a stem that grows horizontally through the soil. It is irregular in shape and swollen with food. They have scaly leaves in axillary buds. These buds give rise to new plantlets. For example, ginger, adrak, turmeric, haldi, and fern, etc. Corn is a short, oval, thick stem and swollen with stored food. It has several buds which give rise to plants when separated and ground. Gladiolus, Colocasia, Arbi, and Crocus. These are some example: potato tuber, ginger, onion. These are fleshy leaves and these are buds. Garlic and corn. Vegetative propagation by leaves. Leaves of Bryophyllum plant have notches of the margin. इस तरीके से. The adventitious buds are present in the In these notches, the buds develop into new plantlets. Under favorable conditions, you can see plantlets arising from these buds in a mature mother plant. The leaf, when falls on soil, the young plantlets grow independently. If you keep the leaf of Bryophyllum in your book, after a few weeks you can see white roots coming out of the margin. And now we come on vegetative propagation by artificial methods. Artificial propagation. Vegetative propagation, which does not take place naturally, but the multiplication of plant is done by man-made methods. It's called artificial propagations. Some of the methods of artificial propagations are vegetative propagation by grafting. It is very common method of propagation in hard woody plants. In this process, the stem of a desired plant with good character, such as flowers, leaves, or fruits, is fixed on the stem of other plant with good root system. The grafted plant has stump and stalk, stem and scion. The stem part with desired characters fixed on another stem. A scion has good vegetative growth or cambium activity, good leaves, flowers and fruits production. Stalk. The stem part fixed to soil with extensive or good root system. A stalk has good cambium activity, good root system and absorbing capacity, but poor leaves, flowers and fruits. Procedure of grafting. For grafting, a stalk and scion are selected. These are cut in peculiar slanting shape or V shape. This type of V shape, M shape, W shape, etc. So that the stem are fixed properly. The wax is applied to sides to avoid infection and tied by a string and thread. While setting the stems, the cambium tissue is adjusted such that the cambium cells, dividing cells, are in close contact, and by new cells divisions, the gap between them fills up. A polythene is wrapped around the graft. Thus, the grafted plant grows into a single plant. This is stem grafting. Bud grafting is also done in some plants. The stalk supplies water and minerals to scion. Scion supplies food to stalk. It is used in plants that are difficult to grow from seeds or cutting, as mango, rose, etc. Vegetative propagation from cutting of stem. Plant a piece of a stem, suitable length in moist soil, and after some time it grows into a plant. This method is called stem cutting method. The stem used should have some buds. The basal part of the stem is in soil produced roots from the buds, and the apical part of a stem above soil produces leaves. For example, sugarcane, rose, cactus, bougainvillea, money plant, portulaca and champa. स्टेम कटिंग इस तरीके से सॉइल के अंदर जब बाइंड हो जाती है तो ये प्लांट जो है ग्रोथ करने लग जाता है. Vegetative propagation by layering methods. In this method, a young branch is lowered down and bent toward the ground and covered by moist soil, forming a layer. The growing tip remains above the soil. After some time, roots grow from the stem part buried in the soil. If such a stem is detached from the mother plant, the stem grows into a new plant. It happens naturally also. Several plantlets can be produced by the plant. For example, jasmine, यानी कि चमेली, rose, bougainvillea, etc. इस तरीके से जो है लेयरिंग हो जाती है. ये जो अंदर चली जाती है उसके बाद में वापस से रूट्स का फॉर्मेशन हो जाता है. Vegetative propagation by tissue culture. It is the method of propagation of plant by the use of a few cells from the mother plant and growing it into a tissues in nutritive medium. This is called tissue culture. The cells are placed in a jelly, a nutritive medium having nutrients and hormones that makes cells to divide into a small group of cells called callus. The callus grows into roots. The plantlet is formed. This tiny plantlet is then transferred to another jelly having nutrients and different hormones for growth of shoots. Then the plants are potted. All this is carried out in aseptic, free from infection condition. Hundreds of plants can be grown by using this method from a single plant. For example, orchids, chrysanthemum and asparagus. तो आज हम इस चैप्टर को इतना ही कंप्लीट करेंगे. उसके बाद में हम नेक्स्ट सेशन में करेंगे सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन इन प्लांट्स. तो उससे पहले आप जाकर के इस वीडियो को लाइक कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए एंड सब्सक्राइब दिस चैनल ऑल्सो. एंड थैंक यू.